excited to be here.
Your thoughts on trying to get ready for the spring, but also still remembering what you guys did last year?
I mean, I think it's good to, acknowledge it at the start, and then obviously once we get going, it's a new season. Nothing rolls over, nothing carries over. Everybody's got to come in and have the same exact mindset, and just kind of work through normal spring like you always would.
John said coming back here you had more confidence, a little more swagger just because of what happened last year. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's hard not to. But again, like I said, nothing really carries over, nothing rolls over. It's a new season. Can't get caught up in everything that happened last year. It was great, but we want to do it again. We're going to have to start from scratch.
How would you evaluate your season last year?
It was good. I mean, obviously, I stayed off the IL. It was a big thing for me. I thought I gave us a lot of really good innings early, and then, late it was, a little bit of a change in the roles, which I was happy to do, excited to do. Is something that I kind of know, my game sort of can translate from starter to reliever to spot starter to long reliever, whatever. So I was happy to do that, excited to, do it in the playoffs. I think there's definitely some things that could have been a little better at. So that's what I worked on in the off season, and hope to sort of make some little tweaks here and there this year.
Was there anything specific you went to this offseason wanting to improve upon?
A couple mechanical things, and just kind of my slider was sort of a little off last year. So tried to get back to kind of getting that to where it was a couple years ago.
I feel like the additions this team made in the offseason, specifically with the bullpen with Kirby and bringing in David, a couple guys that have been doing it for a very long time.
That's great. I mean, obviously every season you're always going to have new guys, and so I'm excited to get to know them, get to see how they work, see their game. I mean, I played with Kirby a little bit in spring training of, I don't know what year that was, but with Anaheim. So I knew him a little bit. Don't know David at all, so excited to just get to know those guys. And I think we have a really great culture here, a really great group of guys, and so it's exciting to welcome them in, and hopefully they enjoy it as much as I have.
Do you think they'll have? I know the bullpen last year was kind of really in flux a lot of the time. Do you think they'll have kind of a stabilizing effect?
I'm sure. I mean, yeah, I think so. I think that's the plan. But at the same time, as much as it was a little bit of a roller coaster at times. First of all, that's baseball. That is how it goes. They were unbelievable in the playoffs. When it mattered most, those guys, all of them, were extremely, extremely effective. And so I think as a player that you want guys to come up big in big moments, and I think all of those guys did. And I think that's a testament to all those guys' work. And yes, it can be frustrating in season, but it's a long season, and there's always going to be ups and downs. So yeah, if those guys, come in and just continue that mindset, that'd be amazing.
Who in the playoffs?
I'm sorry.
Who in the playoffs in the bullpen do you think really kind of broke out on that stage?
I mean, obviously, Spores, Pico. I mean, Leclerc had been unbelievable at the end of the year as well. Those guys took down most of the innings. Chappie was a little terrifying sometimes, but he got some big outs for us. So and then some of the guys like Danes and Cody Bradford and those guys that were starters, but gave us really good innings in some of those spots. I tried to do it. I wasn't as effective as some of those guys, but I think just guys just filling in and doing a job really helped stabilize.
This year? I wouldn't say different, just feel like I have a better idea of how my body reacts to the year and what I need to feel ready for this year, and had a really good off season. Worked hard, took a little time off, obviously, let the wrist heal, and we're feeling really good right now.
Did you lose weight or body fat from where you were last year?
I mean, I definitely lost a lot of weight during the season. That was noticeable. But I think I put on some good muscle, and obviously we didn't really do body fat at the end of the year last year. So
No, I'm talking more like when you reported to spring last year versus.
I feel like I'm definitely in a better spot body-wise now than I was.
And so was there any big diet changes?
No, I think it was just workout style and how we went about the off season.
Kind of the rotation, the guys you getting back in the second half. How important is a guy like Nathan Eovaldi to stabilizing this for you guys?
Probably it's huge. You can always count on him every fifth day. Give him the ball, and he's going to go out there and give you 5+ innings, and he's going to do his thing. He's going to compete for you, and he's a stable presence in our rotation, and you really can't count out what he's meant for this team the last couple of years.
Question about winning the division this year. That was something both you talked about. Some other players that didn't have it last year we want to accomplish.
Yeah, obviously, you come into spring, you have a goal in mind, is to win a World Series, and to start that goal, you got to win the division. Obviously, we fell short of that last year and made the road to the World Series a little tougher for us. But I think our team bounced back and proved that we can win on the road, and hopefully this year we can make it a little easier on ourselves, get some home games, and win the division.
When you see Corey Bradford, what kind of pitcher do you think he can be to help this team this year?
Yeah, I think Mad Dog said it best last year. He's kind of a Swiss Army knife for us. He can start, he can come in relief, and he's the kind of guy that he just wants to help this team win no matter what. So any role you give him, he's going to go out there and give his best effort.
In your mind, because you took a step forward, right, to get to the big leagues last year. I don't think it was the full taste that you wanted. What was your takeaway from 23?
I think the biggest takeaway was, I didn't have my best stuff last year. Grinded my way through it. Went in this off season and kind of tried to freshen up some mechanic stuff. Just kind of get back on the right ride and right track, and Dane and all the tread guys got me in that right direction, and threw a pin yesterday and thought it went fairly well, and just kind of continue that momentum.
What do you think was kind of holding you back, like you said, from having your best stuff last year?
Probably more on the mental side. I think the body was, it was banged up and bruised, but everybody's body's banged up and bruised, and you just got to find a way to get there. And I think I was searching a little too hard instead of just being an athlete and going out there and play.
You look like you're in the best shape of your life. Would you agree with that? The saying?
Yeah, I feel really good. Obviously, went to tread and worked out 5 days a week and threw and did all that. So definitely a more active, getting prepared for this season. Out of the rest of the seasons, but working them out by myself was normally what I did. So getting in there with those guys and seeing what they're doing and holding themselves accountable helped me out a lot.
With the rotation and the way it's set up right now, what kind of expectations do you have coming into this spring?
No really big expectations. Just be there when they need you and eat innings and do whatever they need. I would obviously love to get the job, a starting job, but I'll do whatever.
What did you take from, those couple of appearances you made in the big leagues last year?
Mistakes get hit, and I made a couple mistakes, and they got hit hard. But I felt like, for the most part, when I put the ball where I wanted it, I think good things happen. Just got to be more competitive with pitches and try to cut out the mistake ones.
Did you learn anything from Dane, working with him specifically?
He's just a great guy. He's always going to be there. He's always accountable. He's going to work hard. He's going to push others, and that's what we need on our team, and that's what we have. And this offseason was awesome, just being there, knowing that he's going to be there every day. Having somebody to look forward to and being with and working out with was huge, and it was just a great companion this offseason.